EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now a first carry here for Robinson. To about the 23. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Al down to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Sheds him off at the 45. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cowboys had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tobin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Second down, Howell now. And this throw will be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing here, Howell.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the pickup, it's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Felder. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To throw, Howell. to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Howe will throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Howe's throw into the hands of McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. Felder. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Howell. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down. Felder, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Stanford. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Stanford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Howell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant. The offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Off play action. Stanford. This throw left side is caught by Tober. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stanford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Right there, baby. Black Ultra.
Looking to throw. Stanford. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Second and 6. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Felder. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Howell to the air on first and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 44 yards. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, right?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to file that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down. Stanford. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Stanford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stanford. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On the set.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set.
Pollard again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big play here, big play. This is the one, boys. Here we go. It's gonna be a good day, boys. Ready.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Ready.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Powell to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will have the Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Something's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They just had to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Let's go.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Cowboys, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.